En tout cas, soyez les bienvenus. De cet élément pour la Nabino Awa. So you are all welcome, and we are very pleased to have you all here. So we are the family support group working with the Honorable Tower Hamlet. And we mainly help promotion in African communities to try to improve their health and mainly do prevention rather than waiting when you fall sick and then try to find remedies. So we are mainly doing prevention around we talking now. We are moving on with other vaccination like flu, and we have got again issues about the cost of living. We have been addressing that, and consultation with the community in previous workshops has highlighted issues of mental health. So this is what we are trying to address again, and with this social afternoon, beyond everything we can enjoy, we have a special guest here, Mr. David, from Social Action for Health. They are mainly specializing in mental health and helping community cope with all kinds of stress and all kinds of mental health issues. And what is most important is it is the fact that the services are culturally sensitive. So they are looking into our own communities and minorities, ethnic group, and now we are narrowing it down into the French communities and Lingala speakers. So we are there. Et puis, pour la Lingala, groupe où les salisi biso awa ezali groupe ezali kosalisa mabuta. Et toujours mabuta, c'est-à-dire matata, maman, na bana. Soki tosangani biso nyonso na kati mabuta, c'est bon. Soki tozwi ba papa na ngambo na bango, c'est bon. Tozwi ba mama na ngambo na bango, c'est bon. Donc tosangani awa, tobana kolobela mingi makambo ya Covid. Tokanisi peut-être tesili mpe na CC ezali nanu mwa moke parce que vaccination ezokontinue mpona flou lisusu. Et puis crise oyo lisusu tokoti ya biloko emati talo ezali koaffecte mpe bacommunauté na biso kopamba te biso ebele na bacommunauté na biso oyo bazobenga biso baminorité. Tozala baproblème ya misala, bato batikali na babenefit, bozwi eza moke. Alors biloko ezomata talo po ezokoma rara, inflation ezomata, valeur ya mbongo ezokita biso tozosufrir mingi. Alors l'État peut attirer ici, attirer ma commission des actes, on va faire un catatanouana, va pour accueillir Banzilani, va vous donner des soumis. Alors le coup là, tous les amis na katia, on dit ça fait deux organisateurs, biso na biso, tetoye ba soumis wana ezali wapi, tous simba na biso na biso pour que tous ala na makoki ya kokende vers bisoumis wana. Pour ceux qui nous sapimo que so pour la carrière audité. Alors, les lots toye awa tokosolola mingi likambo etali mental health. Tozali na invité na biso awa akosolola biso mwa moke nsima nde tokomela mwa akoka mwa mitape ezali tole. Donc nous sommes ici en tant que The Family Support Group. C'est un groupe qui soutient les familles et principalement les familles francophones dans Tower Hamlets. Et puis à travers Londres. Nous travaillons avec le borough de Tower Hamlets et on nous a donné un peu de travail à faire dans nos communautés. Parce qu'ils sont en train de faire la promotion dans des communautés, les communautés minoritaires. Ils savent que nous avons beaucoup de problèmes. Ils ont beaucoup travaillé avec les communautés des anglophones, d'autres pays anglophones, mais on s'est dit, allons ici vers les francophones. Parce que nous les avons rencontrés, nous travaillons avec eux, ils consultent. Ils ont mis ce programme avec les communautés francophones. C'est pour cela qu'ils nous ont mandatés pour venir travailler avec nos propres communautés. Nous leur avons dit que nous avons une grande communauté de francophones venant aussi de la République démocratique du Congo. Et nous avons ici une langue spéciale que nous parlons tous les langues. On a travaillé avec les Ivoiriens, les Camerounais, mais on s'est dit que nous devons aussi aller vers notre propre communauté. C'est pour cela que nous avons pris l'aumônerie, c'est vraiment une grande communauté congolaise. Nous avons dit, là nous pouvons trouver des gens qui sont des nôtres et nous allons commencer avec eux. Mais c'est ouvert à tout le monde. Tout le monde est inclus. Toye Batina, il y a le Cambou. Et ça fait que Didier n'a c'est que la famille. Et que ça m'a cambongo, abi congolais a pas cambongo, faut on est là pour qu'il y ait un solambo, il y a un mois bon. Ce qui a moni la libéré à comme bas. Manambo matière la santé pour Goya, il faut pas bonne la cabine. On est là y wana. Toujours te yana. Ba pesa kabiso ba kelasi moko kuna na Tottenham. Ba benga biso bana kuna mobulu ba meka esimba kate. Ba bengisa biso tokei kuna badi makambo yango bo bengisa ba parents oyo ba ya kate ba kosunga bana bango biso tolendi. Sikoyo kama nina loba yango yotobeta sete. Na itonga kuna pe ngana zoya tatalabe azoloba ekotiawa kanga yango sakola yango bakobondela yo te yasali mosala na ye yo mpe sala para na yo soki olobiki olobika yakolandaka yo koya aza kuna te awa toza komotive c'est parce que c'est entre nous mais mateya oyo makambo oyo okobongela yo moko la santé tobongela eza te tobongelaka bato please mais tozali kolakisa ndakisa puke kokola kolia ya yo moko babondelaka yo alors tosololi mingi makambo ya covid mais lelo tozali invité na chose spéciale Mr. David. We welcome you here to tell us about our routine organization of any social action for you are welcome. I want to speak to you about is that right?
Yes,
So, I'm from Social Action for Health. Let me tell you a little about what we do and who we are. So, we are a local charity. We've been around for about 30 years or so. And the whole point of Social Action for Health is the fact that we notice that there are poor outcomes in terms of healthcare, physical and mental.
Please, you have to translate for
I'm
you.
sorry.
So, yeah.
Translate. Sorry.
Alors, il y a une organisation, Social Action for Health, action sociale pour la santé. Donc, c'est ça, par où même Bandi Moussala Kala, il y a un expliquer Bisso Moussala Bango Basalaka.
Okay, so the whole idea is that we notice that there are poor outcome issues for different groups in our society. So tend to be in terms of ethnic groups, for example, tend to have lower healthcare outcomes, physical and mental.
Azolo Baboye va remarquer qu'en termes de santé, et l'on va bien résultat autre chose est un service de salut rendu ou même un problème ça peut se poser dans différents groupes et ça est différent par rapport à la groupe ethnique bisopé au babé qui va minorité ethnique que ça n'a pas de problème là biso et puis il faut tout sur la yango pour que la solution pour la solution pour qui on a un problème là biso.
So what we do is we have outreach groups where we try to reach out to our community to try and get them to engage with us, so to help promote better healthcare outcomes.
Système na bango ya mosala ezali ba travailler na ba groupe lokola biso po bayebi bato nyonso mpona banda te po bazali na bacommunauté na biso. Donc batravaille na bagroupe lokola biso eza koservir bango batia liboko na misala na bango vers bacommunauté ndenge ezosala.
So, I'm in a group on Wednesdays, and it's for black men in particular, like ourselves.
Baza na projet ya makambo ya santé chaque mercredi ezali principalement pour la mibali.
Because we noticed that there is an issue with us as black men.
Ba remarqué que toza na problème ya biso moko en tant que bato moyindo.
In this country, we suffer adversely through mental healthcare outcomes. We are more likely to have issues with mental health care than the larger proportion of the population.
Donc, je veux remarquer que bato moyindo na ndenge ya besoin de santé, on a tendance à avoir des problèmes ébélés par rapport à groupe soit lié.
So, what we found out is that if we engage early enough with ourselves, we can get better healthcare outcomes.
Monique, soki tobandi masolo na tongo zelaka pokwa nango tokozwa ba résultat bien pour la santé na biso. Donc tozelaka te, il faut to milengela na tongo le tozelaka ba problème et ba ya. Alors système wana ezosala ke tozala bien au lieu de ba problème.
So, I'm in a group which brings men together. And what we find is, as men, when we come together, we're more likely to talk to one another. So rather than wait until there's a big problem, we solve it before it gets too big.
Ceux qui travaillent ensemble, mais tous pour régler les problèmes individuels, surtout liés en groupe, mais solution et il y a un individuel. Pour ceux qui tous élus, et ils ont comme makasi worse, ils ont comme penza meba makasi. Donc ils ont remarqué que ceux qui tous ça y a en groupe, tous ça l'année, tous qui ba solution et développer cette santé malheureusement par rapport à cela.
So one of our groups on Wednesday, for example, will get men together. We would turn up in the morning. We would have tea together. We would do exercise just to get ourselves moving. It inspires. It promotes conversation. And then after that, we will have food together.
Et loko sala masusu bazo sala groupe na mibali bakoya na tongo basangani basololi basali mwa exercice après bameli mwa tea mwa café basololi ezo sala bien na bato.
We will have food, right? It brings us together. Culturally, that we all share. Food is a big thing for us. It gets people. So we talk to one another before we get to a situation with a really bad outcome.
Omoni biloko ya kolia biso tolia food na biso esangisaka biso pe ye bolambi le esangisi bino mais botie mpe lisolo na kati na suka nango ezosala bien.
So yeah, so that's what we more things going through the year. At the moment, that's what we do in regards to black men, because right now that is the most pressing issue with us as black men.
Makambo mosusu ekoya mais maintenant eloko bazosala yango wana parce que baproblème eza ebele mpona biso bato moyindo toboka oyo. Peut-être que bato bazala baquestion moko mibale avant.
No, I'm not asking in English. I fully understand what you're trying to achieve, the kind of outcomes you want to achieve. But the problem is, as community leader,
Yeah.
what we've noticed is people are likely to attend the meetings on weekend.
Right.
What happens is, if you do it on weekend, you have more people, then his message can go around.
Yeah.
And from there, you can go, they can cascade.
Yeah.
The message then go on and on. Early days kind of events, we have 15 or 19, 20 But if it was weekend, you could have had more than that. Double, triple of it.
Yeah.
So maybe our view festival as well, at one
Yeah.
point.
Yeah, we always listen to.
We can just cooperate in terms of
Yeah.
when we can do these kind of things then. We have more people so the message can go to as many people as possible.
Yeah.
That's the first thing I want to raise.
Yeah.
The second thing is maybe to see in collaboration with the family support group who has been doing great work around here, you know. Maybe to see how we can not only empower them, but to give them responsibilities in terms of resources, which means money or grant or whatever, so they can really try to get those who are out to reach. That's what I want to raise. Thank you.
No worries. So, to the first point, we do actively talk to our communities.
Yes.
So it's not a one-way conversation. So we are listening to what's being said. To start off with, we're just trying to get men together because actually the lack of communication is across the ethnic groups. How common it is across the whole lot. We are focusing specifically on black men going into the spring and into the summer, and we will have specific programs for that coming forward. But for right now, on Wednesdays, it's just to get men together, it's just to get men socialising, it's just to get men talking. On the second point, we engage with what we can to fund groups that we do. So it usually will be engaging with other parts of the economy, basically, to fund the things that we do. So, for example, to fund what we do on Wednesday, we talk to different businesses who will then contribute to afford us, to allow us to do that. So, I mean, in terms of what we can do, we can certainly point people towards provisions that are out there for support, whether it's with families, whether it's individually and stuff like that. So we do that also. But and also to the first point as well. When we do the outreach for our community, it won't be on a Wednesday morning. It will be more culturally specific. So it will probably be later on in the day.
Papa Didier a tout mis hier. D'abord, essayer que le rôle à la ça pour la puissance va cancer la bisopé na terre ya makoki pour la nettoyer place de lier ya bisoté pour louer donc tout ça na iso c'est là moi donc pour la paix amour la zoya fait pas la biso va cancer la bisopé dans ce sens là pour iso ça là va pour que tout ça bien et puis ayebisi lisusu ke na communauté na biso na ntango ya koya na milulu boye na weekend na jour ya semaine bakeka kosala yango mpe basalaka mwa flexibilité wana bayaka mpe kosala na biso na weekend po oyo soki tosalaki yango weekend olingaki ezalaka mpe ebele sikoyo tosali yango lelo parce que bango bafonctionnaka mingi bajournée oyo ya misala lundi vendredi soki tosali yango samedi dimanche ye akozala na ntango ya koya te po azokakile ntango ya mosala
naza na motuna te oyebisanga napesi merci na maloba alobaki mpona kotala biso lokola biso bamama ya bino mikolo tovandaka biso moko okomona ovandi banda ntango ti kaka yo moko na kati ya ndako okoki koloba ntango mosusu na telefone ntango mosusu omoni televizio likambo moko songolo obandi koseka mais maloba alobi atuka napesi ye merci beaucoup mpo ye alobi te abanda kotala mpe biso bamama mikolo nde napesi ye merci na maloba wana yojibolela ye.
She's very, very grateful about the approach you are taking because as the elderly in the community, they sit alone at home, so nobody to talk to. They watch the tele, maybe if they found something interesting in the television, that's the time they can have a smile on their faces. as you are saying, providing opportunity for people to come together and eat, socialize, and talk together and be happy.
Yeah.
So she's very, very grateful for that. And she said not only for men, thinking about the women also, it is a great thing.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we do hope to at some point do with the whole community, because we are all going through this together. Just going back to what you were saying about COVID, because again, COVID shrank our world down, it isolated us, and now it's about opening it again to get us re-engaged with the community.
Azo comprendre bien surtout ndenge Covid pe yaki tindika biso mingi pe na bandako ebongi biso sikoyo mpe lokola esili ebongi to bana kobima mais eza kaka mpona mibali te mais en terme ya communauté bazosala ifoko basoba mpe na communauté.
Merci.
Moi je vais le dire en français et vous allez traduire, s'il vous plaît. J'aimerais savoir, à part le fait qu'ils peuvent organiser des colloques avec les papas, comme il l'a dit, parler, causer, faire un peu d'exercice, manger, quelles sont d'autres activités qu'ils réalisent, à part ce qu'il venait de dire?
He wants to know about the other activities you can organize apart from bringing the men together around coffee, teas, food, and socializing. What other activities can you bring?
So we do a lot, because we do basically work with a lot of the community. So we do things from supporting mothers, young mums with their children, to supporting people who have healthcare issues, for example, things that stop them from working or things that stop them from actually getting out in the community. So we do courses and all that and stuff like that. We also take on volunteers. So we take on people who actually work with us to go out and spread the word about what we do to the community, so the community knows that we're there. So it's like this.
À part le fait que Bazo travaillait mingi bandi groupe ya papa pour socialiser, basal ça va payer ma maman au bazar problème na bana puis au bazar payer na problème ya kokende kozwa ba service oyo ka bisa awa puis pour na kokende na ba service ya health care, ba soins de santé, basal ça va payer ma maman na sens. Donc ça va papa té.
Ma dernière question est de savoir, parce que vous avez présenté vous-même le fait qu'ils ont travaillé avec les Ivoiriens, d'autres communautés. J'aimerais savoir, c'est la première fois qu'ils travaillent avec les Congolais?
Moi je peux répondre.
Oui, oui.
Je pense que là pour les cas d'espèce, c'est la première fois.
Ok.
Oui. Pour les
Mais
cas.
tu lui dis quand même ça.
What he's asking, you've been working with other communities. He wants to know if this is the first time you're meeting with other Congolese.
Yeah, it's the very first time.
Yeah.
Before I came here, I was looking, just trying to get a bit of information, just trying to get a bit more of a understanding.
One question. What's the range age for the activity? And then the recommendation. I would like you guys, during the activities, to think about calling Congolese artists for the music part. Yeah?
Sorry, who's been that? Sorry.
The recommendation
Yeah.
is if you can bring on the board
Yeah.
the Congolese music,
Yeah.
during the activities. The Congolese music,
Yeah.
don't forget it, because we are the best in Africa.
Okay. Maybe some happen, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, some.
You can contact me.
This month, I was asking about one.
But the range age,
Yeah. So we tend to deal with young men all the way through up to people who are nearly pensioners. So the exercise can be anything from just sitting down and just moving your arms, just getting that cardiovascular system moving, to actually running up and down, depending on your ability. So it's not particularly strenuous.
Papa ngoma zaidi tuna group ya age oyo batravala na bango. En tout cas batravala presque age nyonso à part bébé. Et puis je suis pas recommandé que le pôle à service na biso tolier na lolenge na biso na ndenge kaka ya ba mindele te mais exemple là on dit mais il y a dit ça congolais misa ezalaka na ndenge Roma bolisaka na Africain na boye mais pour na biso à partir du moment où kana malula lobano to sala mona ndenge na biso to semble ça et mama et puis de bien ba qui super passer la service européen comme biso moko to misali à répondre vraiment na ndenge biso to lingeli to so ba solution na ndenge na biso mais ba ngope bazo c'est la solution voilà parce que c'est presque les mêmes résultats mais que zo ça là na ndenge biso to moneli ezate depuis on a wana yo comprendre anglais et puis on a anglais biso moko pe to misali papa ngoma ya mwa dit que le pôle à bazo ça la danse bien milulu na bango lokola tozolo na ba service ezo répondre na ba besoins culturels na biso batiaka pe ndule oyo ya biso ba congolais musique na biso parce que ezalaka kitoko bato basepelaka nango et puis eyebana pe parce que ezali nyonso part ya culture oyo promote ayebi yango pe omoni ya mibani mwa Maman Cécile, oui.
Moi, je peux poser la question aussi en français. Maintenant, je m'excuse, je suis venu en retard. Comme il y avait de la Covid, on ne pouvait pas sortir. Si ils peuvent aussi organiser des randonnées pour à l'intérieur, ou bien visiter le Mémoire Palace, puisque beaucoup de gens n'en connaissent pas. Est-ce que c'est prévu?
So, due to COVID, people were forced to isolate. Not only isolation to prevent the disease, but isolation in process. Now, to help people break that and address all that affecting the mental issues. You have planned to organize outings to visit to places of interest to help people socialize and go out there to see what is like. To places of interest, historical places.
At the moment, we are still talking with communities to see what they want to do. We're still building our program for the spring and summer for what we're going to do with our community, with what we're going to do. So that could be something we could do possibly, yes. I mean, we could do that.
Alors, exemple, Cambo, Bazou Kanisa. Donc, Bazou, c'est vraiment la communauté pour savoir pas seulement le message de la mais bayo kapé communauté ngini lokolo lobibongo yoki toyoki et puis bakotala soki ngonga wana ekoki qu'est-ce qu'ils peuvent organiser pour répondre à besoin wana parce que eloko motu ya c'est que eza koyoka bato bacommunauté balingi nini babesoin na bango eza nini et puis korépondre na babesoin wana na ndenge ekokeli donc alobi oui eza eloko ya bien.
Bon, deuxième question à Mizali. Au monde de mikolo mingi tovanda na mingi na ndako. Soki neti par semestre okoki koorganize mwa festivité moko ya toye tolie tomeli tokutani ensemble. Est-ce que ça peut possible?
She's talking about it's still socializing. Is that a way you guys can organize weekend activities so people can come in a on the evening activity, like a social afternoon, evening for people to socialize, eat, drink, dance?
Yeah,
Okay.
that would be about what we would do. So we would get like a venue, like a hall, we get people together, there could be music, for example, there could be dancing, a bit of food. You know, the things that bring people together again, get them talking, communicating, get people used to being around one another again, because that's one of the things that was lost through COVID, for example, and we're still trying to get back to that.
Maman ezali pe oyo ezali ça fait partie ya makambo ma programme mosusu ezali lokola workshop boye toyoki mpenza mateya na sujet donné soit ya santé ou likambo songolo todiscute topose baquestion baactivité mosusu eza lokola oyo olobi wana neti social evening ou bien social afternoon toye tosololi généralement eza batelemaki liboso tosololi na biso biloko ya kolia ezali komela ezali tomeli tobini tose défoulé et puis topanzani ezali partie ya baprogramme oyo ezobanda bango mpe bayebi yango et puis baza kosoutenir yango soki bango basali bakoyebisaka biso toujours toki place nyonso ekokwela oyo ezali important ndenge alobi alobaki ke communication entre biso omoni awa tosangani bacongolais bafrancophone bacongolais bafrancophone balingalaphone mokolo tokendaki epa baivoirien bacongolais tozalaka te mokolo tokendaki epa bacamerounais baivoirien bazalaka te et pourtant c'est la même communauté ya ethnic minorities ya bamoïna peut-être tokozwa baévénement moko ezali multicultural na kati na biso banoir tosangani biso nyonso tobimaka te ya bacongolais misusu baza komona mpe asepelane na restaurant ya baivoirien baivoirien mosusu asepelaka ne koya na restaurant bacongolais. I'm just trying to say that it's a matter of communication because what she said is something that starts happening now. This is what we're doing now.
Yeah.
And we stress the problem about communication across the different minority groups coming in holistically from the same background.
Yes.
Like in normal life, we unconsciously maybe willing, I enjoy going to the Ivorian restaurants.
Yeah.
And people from the Caribbean, we know them coming to some of the Congolese restaurants in Western roads, you see, and we enjoy the food, we come together.
Yeah.
There are some of the things we already doing, but we need to be do it in a very structured way to make a bigger impact.
Yeah, and to get out there so everyone knows what we're doing.
Right. Papa Thomas?
I would like to thank the North Evangelist Group for the initiative. I think this is a very good thing. Today, when I was coming here, I got this newspaper from Metro stressing this mental health issue about COVID. You know, something that is really important now in the community to focus on post-trauma of COVID-19. We need more service which is going to be permanent within the community for one-to-one service. Because so many people are mentally affected. I can't say so many people. Everyone. At the end of the level of how it is that COVID-19 affected you. So at our country, we don't have that service, which is going to respond to our culture. Because those are the boundaries that we are facing, the barrier that we are facing. Culture, the language barrier. That's why the mainstream service providers are calling us hard to reach. So, service like the family support group, the one can bridge those gaps in service. So there is a need of one-to-one service, which is going to give advice about social well-being or mental health issues, and another one for the financial support for the community. because there is another thing that is coming on top of that, the burden of this financial crisis.
Yeah.
Is really big. And if you go around, you're going to see people talking in the streets alone. They have a lot of problems. So that is really what I'm going to ask of you. If we can support the family support group so that we can have a service like this here in our community.
I think that's a very good point. With SAF, it's always, it can be seen to be quite general in terms of the support, and then people like yourselves become very specific. So you zero down to the actual requirements of the specific part of the community and their specific needs. And I think that's really important. And I do think that you guys do a good job. I'm going to speak to you guys before I came here to have a look and see what you guys did. You guys do some great work. Yeah, the whole point is perhaps it may be a situation where organisations work together, like yourself and SAF, and you can come together. So there's always that support there. So that whereas perhaps parts might be overlooked, there will be someone actually providing to make sure that all parts of the community are serviced and all parts of the community have their needs met. So I do think, yeah, you guys do an amazing job.
Thank you. Peut-être soit la question est souka, va contribuer en souka pour
Cette question vient principalement à vous. Et vous avez traduit. J'aimerais savoir, pour quelques années, parce que là-bas vous disiez, ils vont le faire. Mais si nous les connaissons aujourd'hui, c'est à travers Family Support Group. Alors, il y a des activités, nous pouvons vous soumettre, qui vous supportent pour la réalisation de ces activités, ou alors ce sont toujours eux qui vont l'organiser. J'aimerais un peu de précision sur ça. S'il y a des activités, nous vous soumettons et vous les réalisez avec les règles. J'aimerais un peu avoir la lumière sur ça.
He wants to be made clear about how it works, because they are expressing concerns here about things can turn into specific activities appropriate for our community.
Right.
And for some of the activities that I would like to see happening,
Right.
you've been saying and implying for these things to happen in the future. Now, if they want specific activities for our specific communities, how will it work? Because we are talking to the family support group,
Yes.
so how will it work? So, are we going to do it with your support, or which is the best way? But they preferably they would like ourselves to do it
Right.
with the support that you can bring, the resources
Yeah,
and the
right.
terms of.
I think that would have to be a dialogue between yourselves and people higher up in SAF than myself.
Okay.
Because that would have to be an ongoing conversation. I know that they will welcome to have that conversation with you guys, because then you can highlight the specific needs and then see how you guys can work with them to deliver that. I mean, right now for me, I can only speak about the groups that I deliver and that situation.
Ok. Ce qu'il est en train de dire, c'est ceci. Vous nous soumettez ce que vous voulez, et c'est un dialogue avec eux pour savoir comment ils peuvent soutenir pour que cela se fasse. Mais maintenant, pour l'instant, il ne peut que parler de ce qu'ils sont en train de faire. Parce que ça, c'est une grande première pour eux, c'est pour la première fois qu'ils sont venus avec nous. Donc, ils ne peuvent que parler de ce qu'ils ont fait avec les autres. Maintenant qu'il s'agit de nous, si ça vient, on va collaborer pour savoir comment ils peuvent soutenir pour qu'on fasse des choses ensemble.
A quick one, please. A quick one. I know that there are things you need a dialogue or conversation with the family support group, but there are things we can submit now that you can think of. Like, let's say you want to, with let's say we were isolated during the COVID, and then we want to spend time together somewhere,
Yeah.
like on the seaside. Do you think this is something you should take long to think of? Or you can say, okay, look, I've heard that. I'm going to discuss with my guys in the office.
Yeah.
Then come up to, because that's the need for us. We won't give during this summer.
Yeah.
Go to the seaside.
Well, so we're talking at the moment about what's going to happen and what things we can do.
Yeah.
It's going to depend on a lot of things. So it's going to be logistics. There's going to be legal side to it. It's going to be the financial side to it about what we can and can't do. So I couldn't sit here and lie to you and say, okay, I'm going to promise you the world, because that's not the possibility. Yeah. What I can do is pass on to my superiors at SAP and say, right, we'll have a conversation with you. You will talk to them as well. I'm sure you two will have a dialogue with them, going back and forwards to see what you guys can do together. They would appreciate that. And then from there, we'll get a better understanding about what that future will bring.
Thank you.
Je pense que on ne tenait pas vraiment à prendre très longtemps, mais ma question est aussi quand même. Merci beaucoup pour l'intérêt de souligner ma campagne. Je pense que maintenant, tout le monde qui moi du logo à coller à Kuna, moi café, moi sandwich, moi mosa kwanga. Je pense que par moment protocole ils peuvent nous aider à partager un petit rien là. Le reste, la salle nous est donnée jusqu'à quelle heure là? 15h30. On peut aller même jusqu'à 16h30. On a encore 1 heure. 16h30, 17h. Oui, 1h30. Et les 30 autres minutes là-bas, c'est vraiment pour tout ça, pour que nous n'ayons pas de problème. Next time we'll arrange to come to your resources. You don't need to hire rooms anymore.
Merci Johnson, merci pour tout, parce que nous avons intermédiaire dans la communauté. Et je pense que les familles sont toujours présents. Ils vont parler aussi de la communauté pour que finalement les médias aussi soient impliqués. Je pense que c'est la question. Monsieur Romain, sorry, just 1 minute. What's your name again?
David.
David. Yeah, we just forgot to mention, we have our media were able to broadcast those kind of things. So after the workshop, this will go all the way to all the Congolese group, YouTube channels. So I think next time, with the family group support group, we should really think about the media. It's very important, include the media in the project.
Yeah, because I wasn't aware that would be the case. So
yeah, just a suggestion.
Yeah.
Actually, we are live on YouTube.
Yeah.
We are live.
And this event will go through to YouTube as well.
Kubasadilanga, kubadilanga. Ouais, pour la ligne, pour la salle, musala.
En fait, à l'objet, les gars, le bâti Bongo, il y a papa. Donc, voilà, je pense que c'est un bon candidat pour un papa catholique. Maman, bazana mtu msusu na foya maman.
Mais il faut y appeler la maman.
Bazali déjà et puis babongi ça pour que maman ne soit pas amour de ça. Problema zote elolo kusala parce que awa omoni neti na travailler
qui est là pour le travail et puis l'intérêt de la communauté. Entre-temps, je t'informe que qui a manqué certaines activités, nous recrutons, on fait recruter les policiers et les officiers qui peuvent être des détectives, qui peuvent être des officiers qui peuvent jouer différemment. On va interroger sur le plateau de savoir parler. J'étais en contact avec les généraux, et les généraux ici de l'armée. Nous allons étendre le même projet que vous avez la police pour encourager à entrer dans l'armée britannique comme font les autres nationalités. Et voilà, le message que vous pouvez ajouter au-delà des services de la rencontre. Ça marche comme ça. Merci. Mon pote, je suis foutu.
I'm here. Sorry, I'm here.
Ah,
Nakata.
Ready.